Number 5, slip and fall claims. I won't spend a lot of time on this. It's something that's pretty obvious to most people. Sometimes these claims are legitimate, sometimes they are staged. You know, we do actually have knowledge sometimes in some communities of people who are on their 4th or 5th slip and fall claim. And insurance companies are pretty good about investigating these things. And they will hire a private investigator sometimes to find out if the person really is wearing a collar around their neck or a cast on their leg for the injuries that they say they have. And we've had some interesting video surveillance over the years as well. But slip and fall claims, I mean, they can be really boiled down to just a few situations that happen in churches. A lot of it relates to clearing ice and snow on your sidewalks and in your parking lots during the wintertime. Sometimes it has to do with the inside. Treads on your stairs, loose carpeting, loose handrails, or lighting that's burnt out and bulbs are not replaced, so people cannot see clearly as they're going up and down stairs and through hallways. So these are some of the basic common sense things that you have to think about as a board or as trustees as you review your building. And we certainly do encourage you to, take a survey of your building. We do have a resource called Facing the Risk, which is a checklist of all the different kinds of risks and exposures you have around your premises. And it's certainly a good document to go through as a board to review your building facilities and the kinds of things that you need to keep in mind. I guess one example, and I guess probably not to pick on females or anything, but we do have one reoccurring claim, and that is we've had some ladies that have sued our churches because they slipped in the parking lot. Now, when we investigated the claim, what we actually found out is they got dropped off near the sidewalk, but at the time it was perhaps an ice storm or a snowstorm, and they were wearing 4-inch heels. So that's something that happens. Another thing that is a good idea to keep in mind too is temporary wiring can be a real issue. Extension cables that run across sanctuary floors or hallways. And also temporary risers that might be used for a choir presentation. One thing is that they have open-ended steps at the end, and it's not a good combination with choir gowns. And oftentimes the lighting on the stage is very low. So the chances of getting caught in a choir gown or not seeing the steps is very strong in these cases. So again, when you're putting on special performances and doing these kinds of things, you should keep in mind lighting conditions and making sure people can get up and down the risers based on what they're wearing as well. Sources of coverage for slip and fall claims. Again, it's a pretty straightforward insurance issue. It's a bodily injury, so it is covered in your general liability policy. And again, as mentioned earlier, you do have a provision for medical payments. If somebody is injured, they don't want to sue you, but they are out of pocket. And that's something that your board can decide to extend to them on a voluntary basis.